Okay, on my last video we talked about how to get into the zone. Now we're going to look at essential elements of being in the zone. One of the most important is what we call deep yin, deep recovery types of states. Because from a deep yin state, you can put the information in to go into a yang state of being in the zone. So what we essentially want to do is learn how to relax the body, how to relax and release feelings about something so that your heart can come into peak power, and how we relax and open the mind so the mind can express itself in peak. And in order to do this, we have to release to a basic level of fabric, of clarity of consciousness, of letting go and healing, so that we can raise back up into what we want. Now, what I'm going to use for this particular example is doing round kicks on a bag. You might be doing a 2-minute round of high intensity kicking, and you have 1-minute round of relaxation and recovery. The relaxation recovery, the deep yin phase, is really setting up and saying how much peak performance you can actually give in the yang phase. So we want to draw the slingshot deeper in the yin, load the batteries, increase the charge. Now we can express more power, more synchronicity, more alignment. We can be in the zone more efficiently. Okay, so let's have a look at how to do this. Now we have the vital breathing exercise, where you draw vital energy in. Then you just produce relaxation of muscles, relaxation of tension, relaxation of the body. This is your basic preliminary Tai Chi exercise for learning how to release the body, loosen the body. Use vital energy as a fuel of release to demagnetize the connectivity of tension. Once you've discovered this exercise, now we're in a place where we can relax the body for recovering from intensive exercise. So you've just done 2 rounds of kicking the bag, you're exhausted, your breathing's heavy. Now we want to draw vital energy in such a way they're not generating power, but we're generating healing and recovery. So we're entering the zone for recovery. So we do the vital relax and release the body. We do from the vital relax and release our feelings, because you get emotionally tense as you get exhausted. And then we release space. So you're slowing down, releasing time to get rid of emotional exhaustion. You're releasing space to get rid of mental exhaustion. And you're releasing physical tension to get rid of physical exhaustion. You're entering into the zone specifically for recovery. Super important. Now, you've got this 1 minute to do it in your break on a 2 minutes of high intensity kicking, one minute break. So you draw the vital energy in, you relax and release with a focus on absorbing oxygen and life force through the mental, through the astral, and through the physical stratus. Now, being in the zone allows you to do this. That you release to time, you release to space, you have open awareness, and you're drawing this energy in to create a very, very fast form of recovery. You've only got 1 minute. Now, to train this particular skill, we get on an exercise bike, get your heart rate up to say 120, hold it there for a minute, and then you have a 1 minute break. Now, during that 1 minute break, what I want you to do is do the 3 transformation exercises focused on the skill of being in the zone to release and heal your body. Let the oxygen come in, let the vital energy come in, release your emotions, release your mental space, and recover. Now, the first round you do it, you want to have a measurement. So the first round you get your 1 minute break, do nothing. Just huff and puff and do what normal people do to try to get their breath back. The next round, you pull your heart rate up to 120 again, and then you have your 1 minute break. Now you test that you're doing it correctly. You relax the body, you relax the emotions, you release time, you relax the mind, you release space. You do the first 2 transformations. If you can go into the Akasha Infinity state, all the better. You put the commands into Akasha to recover, and notice your heart rate. You're on a heart rate monitor. You can do this on an exercise bike. A lot of gyms have the heart rate monitor on it. And then see how much you can drop your heart rate. Once you've mastered this particular skill, then you go back to your bag and your rounds timer and use that 1 minute round to perform the same skill of recovery. But it's best to have some sort of way of measuring how well you can recover. If you can't measure it, then how are you going to improve it? And just going, yeah, I feel good is too subjective. We want objective measurement on your heart rate. If you're using galvanic skin response, EEG, that's fantastic. The galvanic skin response is going to have a very strong relationship to your astral body, and the EEG is going to have a very strong relationship. It have a very, very strong relationship to your mental body. So EEG, mental, galvanic skin response, astral, and heart rate, physical. You've got 3 biofeedbacks that are not subjective, they're objective. Okay, if you have those devices, great. I purchased them to practice these exercises with, and I can verify they work very, very effectively. Once you've gotten in the zone for recovery and you've verified, yes, I am using these transformations to improve heart rate, to reduce emotional tensions, to open up the mind and slow the mind down, because the mind will be in this beta state, and you want to get it down into an alpha theta state. As you do this, you're going to find that you'll start getting control of your physiology. When you can control your physiology, you can get into the zone. Okay, so for recovery, this part is essential. How to go into deep yin. Oh, sorry about that. We're in a bit of a noisy spot here. Give me one moment. Okay, now maybe you can hear me again. Now, this deep yin state sets up an understanding of how to enter into the zone for a yang state, for performance of an activity, for peak performance of playing a musical instrument, of running, of kicking the bag, of martial arts, of psychic awareness, and so forth. Psychic abilities require you to be in the zone in a very specific way. So, next video, we're going to cover that topic.